There is nothing like family. I had the pleasure of having my sister come and visit me for the new year. I think we haven't gotten together for the new year or really any real holidays in a while. So she hung out, she came here. It's actually New Year's Eve. So we got to spend New Year's together. Um, New Year's Day, we got together, my sister and my daughter and I, and we all decided to hang out at the movies. So we went to see her movie, Aquaman. And we decided we wouldn't do a really meal because we went to a movie theater that had dinner and different things. So we'll order our food there. So we got to the movie theater and we all ordered our food. I think she ordered fish and chips. We decided we would split it because we didn't want to eat. She had to have popcorn and she wanted soda. I wanted to have some kind of milkshake, kind of alcohol milkshake drink. My daughter wanted, I think, mozzarella sticks or something. So we ordered our food and we got there early to make sure we could order early so we could enjoy our food with the movie. Well, we ordered our food and we waited. And we waited. The people to the left of us got their food. They came in after us. The people to the right of us got the food who came in after us. The movie began. We continued. People walked back and forth past us. We got no food. This continued for a while. I declare at one particular time, one of the people got our order. I'm not sure. After a while, I was really getting kind of pissed off. I was like, okay, now this is really ridiculous. My sister said, well, this would be cool, and then maybe backed up. It's a busy weekend. It's New Year's. Well, uh, nevertheless, we never got any food. Finally, I asked to speak to the manager. First, I stopped the waitress and I asked to speak to the manager. And the manager said, oh, you all didn't get food? No, we didn't get nothing. I said, well, don't worry about it at this point. Just cancel it because now I'm pissed off. Everybody got the food. They finished the food. The man to the other side got extra popcorn. We got nothing. No water, no popcorn, no nothing. I am really kind of pissed. But look at my sister because I'm always pissed. I'm the one that's going to always say something, do something. She's like, cool, relax. Anyhow, I'm pissed. So she sat there. She said, oh, well, maybe we weren't really supposed to get anything to eat. At least we got to spend New Year's together and have time and watch the movie. And she was like chilled. Now, initially, I was not chilled. I still was kind of like, But, when I got to think about it, it was right. The food wasn't important, and it was really very expensive at that. And so we just, after a while, we didn't worry about the popcorn or the fish and chip platter or whatever else we were going to eat. We just sat down and spent time enjoying our time together, watching the movies and laughing and doing different things. Then after the movies, we kind of chilled, came back to my house. And again, we started laughing. The joke was, we didn't get no food for you, or like Seinfeld episode, no soup for you. We kept joking around and laughing. But the good thing was we just laughed and it was not a real big issue. It could have been. I probably would have made it a big hada. But, she was like, chill. Come on, just spend time. We'll warm up what we had for last night for New Year's Eve. We have a lot of hors d'oeuvres. We got everything we need. While we do it later in the week, we can go out and eat. We can do this. And she was real chill. So we talked about a lot of things, made you think about when you were children, how you kind of act. And again, the difference between my sister and I is like 10 years. So we didn't really get to spend that much time together. I mean, we spent time together, but not necessarily, I don't even want to say it's equals, but not as adults, we're different than when we were children. And again, she grew up, went off, got married, and, figure I was 10, she was 20. So there was a big difference. We didn't really spend that much time, but we laughed and spent time. We made jokes about things. You remember when this happened? Remember when you went that? Do you remember when we did this? You know when we did that? We spent a lot of time just rehashing and thinking about it, talking about my mom, talking about my brother, talking about my, family, relatives, and just relaxing, having a good time, not only being a family, talking about family things like sisters, but we talked about adult kind of things. We talked about things she wanted to do, her goals, her dreams. I talked about mine because she thinks I'm totally out there. So, a lot of times she's not even saying, okay, yeah, right. But we just talked and relaxed and we spent time, we bonded, and it really was nice and cool. We didn't have any agenda. her time for a week. She was here for a week. There was no agenda, no preconceived notion. I got to do this. We're going here. You know, a lot of times when we travel, we meet, because I meet her often in New Orleans for the last couple of years. And we met, I mean, last year we met a lot. We went across country together. We did a whole lot of things. But there was an agenda. There's no perceived agenda. We just talked, we relaxed, we watched different things. You know, she watched the old TV shows, you know, going way back. I mean, I don't even know how she found on my TV, because I think was my TV don't have that. My TV doesn't get the Beverly Hillbillies. My TV doesn't get Dick Van Dyke. You know, I don't watch it. It doesn't get it. But somehow or another, she found all those TV shows. She found everyone that you could sit there, I'll be in another room, and you just hear her laughing and laughing and laughing. I say, okay, first, she's going crazy. What is she laughing at? I go down there, I run downstairs and look, what are you laughing at? Did you see this? Don't you remember when Lucy used to do that? Don't you remember the episode about such and such? And I'm sitting there saying, okay, why is she still watching? Then next thing you know, I'm laughing. And we're laughing. We're talking about this and talk about other shows. What about this? What about that? Again, that family bond, that family time, that cohesiveness that we forget about. We grow apart a lot of times from our families. We forget those moments when we had the quiet time. Even that same day, or the next day, I think, when we came back from the movies, my cousin called me from Miami. And there's like three of them in the family, two boys and a girl. And I was talking to one of the middle child, I guess would be. And he was talking, he said, you know, I haven't talked to my brother in 10 years. I said, what? What do you mean? He said, I have not talked to my brother in 10 years. I really find it difficult that somehow or another money put a wedge between the families. And I don't know if it was money. I'm not sure. That was probably part of it, because there was some issue there when my aunt passed. But a part of him was I reached out several times to him, because family is family. And he didn't reach to me. And now he knows who I am. He knows how to find me. But it made me think again as I sit there and laugh and talk to my sister. And I asked her, when did some family become so dysfunctional? I mean, I'm sure we have some dysfunctionality in our family. I mean, among us. Now there was 5, and now there's only 3 of us. But not that kind of dysfunctionality. In the time where, you know, you don't have to sit on top of one another. You don't have to do a whole lot of things, because we're not like that kind of. But you can laugh, you can remember, you could talk about when she used to take me and all my friends and my sister and brother. We used to all pile in the car. I don't know how many of us. And we all went trick-or-treating. We went all over, not our city, other cities, going trick-or-treating. You know, when we used to go and play games, we played Bikino all over the city with our nickels and our pennies and how much money we won. And we remembered, or the time when we all went out and we had, milkshake. Butterscotch milkshake. And we had, and I wanted I love butterscotch. Sounds delicious to me. I'll have a butterscotch milkshake Sunday. Excuse me, it's a butterscotch Sunday. And one of the other ladies had a butterscotch Sunday too. We were going to eat this butterscotch Sunday. It was going to be delicious. Well, you know, butterscotch Sunday don't taste good. Not at all. I'll have you know that my sister ate my butterscotch Sunday, the other lady's butterscotch Sunday, in her own hot fudge Sunday. Now, I know she was sick, but you know. But again, those are things we laugh about and the things we think about with family and relatives and spending time. And, you know, taking pictures and laughing, taking jokes. Oh, look at me with my hair like that. I don't want a picture of you. Why are you taking a picture of me? But those are the things you remember, and you have joy of fellow family, relatives, doing things. And we forget about that. We're older now. There's not going to be many of us left in the future. Then why not spend that time? Make it joyful time. Make it a happy time. Make it time to do things together with that. It doesn't have to necessarily be going to the movies or spending simple things. And don't let little things, because I'm telling you, that food not being delivered could have really been a big hada. But again, she always the peacemaker. Oh, we're not going to worry about it. I was like, But, you know, I had to stop and think. First thing, it's a new year. Come on, Arlene. Down, girl. We're not going to get all like that. But I realized that really it didn't make a difference. That amount of money I spent, I could have spent for something else. I could use for somewhere. But I was spending time watching the movie with my sister. We were enjoying it. We were having a good time. Did it matter what we ate? Did it matter? We weren't starving. I mean, we had had breakfast. It might have been a nice addition, the ice cream on the cake, cake with ice cream with cream on top. But the important was spending time. So I always say, spend some time with your relatives. Spend time, quality time. Spend time laughing. Spend time reminiscing. Spend time taking pictures. Spend time being silly. Spend time just spending time. Don't spend time being angry, hatred, anger. Spend those quality time. And it'll be worth it all in the end because, you don't know. You really don't know. So please like and subscribe. Again, relatives, family could be everything. And if you know how to spend that quality time with them.